Congressman, thanks very much for joining us. It sounds like it's getting into bare-knuckle politics, all of this right now. What's your sense? What's the latest going on? Because the whole select committee process could be endangered.
Well, clearly, Kevin McCarthy, he's trying to walk his words back, Wolf, but he can't. He basically affirmed what has been happening over the last year or so. We've had a situation where Republicans have been leaking transcripts leaking various statements, and they give you half the truth, but they don't give you everything. And so therefore, basically what we've said is that, look, if you're going to put out emails, then we want to make sure that those emails are put out in a way that you have the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Same thing with Cheryl Mills. She had a transcribed interview. They then said that it was going to be treated as a classified interview. Within moments, Wolf, after the interview was over, the Republicans were leaking information, again, half-truths and limited information. And all we're saying is, look, let's put out the entire transcript, and that's what we're going to do.
The Cheryl Mills is a top aide to Hillary Clinton. The Republicans say you guys, the Democrats, are turning this into a partisan political fight only days before the October 22nd appearance by Hillary Clinton. They said the committee issued this statement by selectively leaking and submitting parts of Secretary Clinton's top aide Cheryl Mills' transcript. Democrats have shown their nakedly political motivation, willingness to violate the letter and spirit of House rules, and their desire to defend Secretary Clinton without regard for the integrity of the investigation. Most Democrats in the Benghazi committee have endorsed Clinton, and they are now running a protection effort for the former secretary. Strong words. Are the Democrats, are you going to continue to cooperate with this committee, or do you want to see it disbanded?
Well, Kevin McCarthy has basically said pretty much that we are an illegal committee. In other words, he's saying what we are doing is unethical, using taxpayer money to basically derail the campaign of Hillary Clinton. But the fact is, you know, it's interesting that that statement was made that you just read, because back in June, Chairman Gowdy was the one who released emails emails of Mr. Blumenthal and Hillary Clinton. He started that, and so what we're trying to do is clear the record. I said from the very beginning, Wolf, that we would go after the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and we would be there to defend the truth. When you just put out some emails and there's no context, he started this, and so what we're doing is clearing the record. There's one other thing that's happened that we cannot dismiss, and that is that Kevin McCarthy has made it abundantly clear that when they put this committee together, they put this committee together to basically derail the campaign of Hillary Clinton. And everything that I've seen with this committee has been just bears that out. And so basically he really affirmed what was already happening.
Let me get a change.
And he can't walk it back, by the way.
Let me shift gears quickly. One final question on guns in America right now. In a recent article in the Baltimore Sun, you were quoted as saying that, and I'll read it specifically, people in my neighborhood tell me, these are 15-year-olds, they tell me they can get a gun faster than they can get a cigarette. Maryland has very strict gun control laws, as you well know. Why is that possible?
I think, keep in mind, as the young people in my neighborhood say, we don't produce any guns. These guns are coming from elsewhere. I think we need to have clear laws with regard to straw purchasers, making sure that those straw purchasers are punished when they buy guns for people who should not have guns. That's one of the biggest problems. As a matter of fact, Congressman Maloney and I have a bill that goes to that very issue of gun trafficking. Wolf, there's more that can be done and more that must be done. Again, they don't produce guns in my neighborhood.
Congressman Elijah Cummings of Maryland, thanks very much for joining us.